Opendoor has reached my first major profit target, so obviously profits were taken this morning. Cheers to you guys if you've been in on this trade. And in this video, I'm not really going to say a whole lot that I haven't said before in terms of price, but we're still going to look at the charts. We're still going to talk some upcoming levels that I'm personally looking at in order to take more profits if this rally continues in the short term. And we're going to talk about some recent news too. So we'll kick it off with the return of Mr. Keith Rabois on Opendoor's board. This is a pretty big deal. If you guys aren't familiar with Keith Rabois, he is pretty tight with the All In podcast group. They've had quite a few episodes with him, and he's definitely a prominent figure within the tech scene, the venture scene, the Silicon Valley scene. So this is good news because he is just a highly competent individual with heavy ties in the industry that could definitely do a lot for a stock the size of Opendoor. Okay. And then we'll be talking about some good old short interest. This is what this is really a major factor that leads many, degenerate traders and investors to being bullish on stocks like these because of the good old short squeeze. So Opendoor stock may be drawing in more bearish bets against it, even as it keeps rising. Here's why. Shares of heavily shorted Opendoor Technologies are continuing their rally, putting the stock on pace to extend its winning streak to 7 days. So just taking a look at Fintel. This, if you guys aren't familiar, if you want to just quickly check the short interest of any stock, just type in the ticker symbol, the stock name, short interest, Fintel. You see right here, short interest floats. So as of today, September 8th, short interest on Opendoor, or the percent of float, the float of shares, is 23.5, which is incredibly high. Okay, we'll just read it. Shares of Opendoor are continuing their rally Monday amid what data analytics company S3 Partners describes as an ongoing volatile battleground for the heavily shorted name. Okay, I'll let you guys read this if you want. You can pause it. But going here, it just kind of reinforces what we just covered. S3 Partners explained in a recent note to clients that short interest, the number of shares bet that the price will fall, remains heavy at around 155 million shares or 24% of Open's floats. Opendoor began 2025 with its long to short ratio near 2x, showing active long still outweighing shorts. Director of S3 Partners, but sentiment was weak. The stock traded under $1 and positioning slid into battleground territory shorts built. Pearson noted that by June, nearly a quarter of Opendoor's float was shorts. Retail activists then took over the narrative. He said, fueling the 900% rally from late June through September 3rd. Said against this backdrop, S3 Partners short squeeze, or I'm assuming short squeeze score for Opendoor remains pegged at 100. A short squeeze is when a stock rally causes investors who hold shorts to buy as they scramble to cover their short positions. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's pretty much just the snowball effect to the upside. Okay, if you're shorting a stock and it continues to go up, you have to actually buy contracts buy more shares of the stock to cover your position, which in turn just again creates that snowball effect higher. Okay, or I guess that I don't know what to call the uphill snowball effect, but you get the point there. Again, Keith Rabois joining the board. I'll just let you guys pause here. And if you guys do want to pause and read over this, I'm not going to spend the time doing that. But right now, as I record this, Opendoor shares are seeing a bit of a correction, which, to be completely honest, is actually validating. I'm not mad about it at all because in this morning's trade alerts, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, if you're not a member of the Waves portfolio yet, of my complete portfolio yet, what are you waiting for? Is the first link in the description of the video. It's $15 a month. Just sign up if you're not for some reason. But this morning in the trade alert, you would know if you read it that I did take profits as soon as we hit this. We didn't quite make it to 740. But as soon as we saw 730, I was like, that's close enough for me, especially when you open a trading day like that. If ever within like the first 20 to 30 minutes of the trading day, we come even close to one of my major macro profit targets. This doesn't only go for Opendoor, but pretty much every trade I'll ever take on. If you're seeing a lot of volatility early in the session, that's usually a good time to take profits. And the same goes for put options too. Sometimes if you're holding puts, if you see a massive dip, in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of trading, that's typically a really good time to just secure some gains or exit a position if you're looking to get out. But anyway, this morning I sold just under 30% of my existing call position as soon as we saw this pop in the early morning. Pulling back now. So once again, the fact that we are seeing some resistance around this range is validating just as far as my general TA skills are concerned. So not bad to see that. Locked in some profits. We just under a 3x. It was like a 185% return on the investment on those contracts on top of the gains that we made on a previous play. So good stuff there, you guys. Again, if you're trading this with me, if you're trading your own, if you're just trading it on your own, congrats, because regardless of when you got in, you're probably doing pretty well right now. So again, we're seeing a little correction. I actually wouldn't be entirely surprised if this is the end of the correction, because this is a very, very clear prior high on just the series of just the overall uptrend that Opendoor is in, holding this pretty impressive ascending channel. You can see here, this is the prior high just below $6. We are utilizing this prior high as a new floor. Prior ceilings become new floors and vice versa. So that's validating to see as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to rally from here, but at the same time, be prepared for potentially more downside. You never know with a crazy stock like this. Anything is possible. But given the crazy volume, like trading volume, where the day is, we still have like 40 minutes left in the trading day today. The fact that volume is like 440 plus, still well above average, still holding incredibly strong. And especially on the back of, heavy short interest and the reintroduction of Keith Rabois on the board. The momentum is still really, really in favor of the bulls, both technically and fundamentally for Open. So from here, my next profit target is going to be this line of conservative resistance on the just the current ascending channel that Opendoor is holding. This would take us, around 850, just under $9 if we're to see it in the week ahead. Again, this thing's seeing crazy moves. It's entirely possible, given what we've witnessed over the past month or so, that Open does climb another 40% or so over the next week. So just keep an eye on these lines. Do your best not to get greedy. These are going to be my next profit targets. And then from there, everything's pretty simple. Like overall, long term, I still think that we reach this like $12.60 to $13 region. And that's really going to stand as my primary profit target for Opendoor. Like I'll be taking very, very significant profits and likely selling the far majority of my position, waiting for a pullback prior to reestablishing a longer term call position, maybe even into 2026. But as of like the coming month or two, as for the current hype cycle in place, my profit target does stand around $12.60. I'm going to take very, very meaningful profits there. And then again, just adjust or reestablish a new call position as I feel fit once we see a pullback that I feel is worthy of a potential reestablished position. Okay. So that's that, you guys. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think we pull back further? Do you think we reverse course from here and just continue this rally? Always interested in your guys' feedback. So I'll catch you in the comments. And until next time, always remember, take action. Big waves. Peace.